I don't do reviews very often, but I felt like, it was finally time for one. Or in this case, two. Arthur is a movie directed by Arthur Hill from 1981. It's about Ivan, who is a struggling writer who writes for theater plays. On top of that, he also has a lot of kids he has to take care of, and a wife who constantly leaves him. This is a really underrated movie. I mean, it got some real criticism back then, and I can understand why, because it was very different from Al Pacino's earlier work, which was more gritty and, not so family friendly. And then he suddenly made this movie. But for gathering towards a more general audience, it's actually quite mature and an intelligent movie as well. I, for example, really like Ivan. He's, a person with a short temperament, and he's very emotionally unstable. He goes between, absolutely hating his ex-wife for all she's doing to him, and to loving her because he just can't stand life without her. And Pacino gives a very believable performance. We get to follow his journey throughout the movie, and we really feel for him. And the kids as well, they're fantastic. I mean, often the kids in movies are just annoying, but these kids are really charming. They have their own unique and cute personalities, and they also have surprisingly a lot of hilarious one-liners. When Ivan is in a dire situation where he doesn't really know how to take care of his kids because he's struggling with himself and his work, you really are invested, because you want both the kids and Ivan to feel okay. So yeah, it's just, a very funny and even heartwarming piece of work. The only things I don't really like about this movie is sometimes a little too over the top acting. For example, Ivan's boss, I think, who keeps getting mad at him all the time. He wasn't terrible, but the way his lines were delivered got a little, annoying. Like, okay, calm down, dude. You don't have to be so hysterical all the time. The romance between Ivan and what was her name? While that romance was, pretty cute, I don't really like how they ended it. Ivan finally says to her, "I want to be with my wife instead." And after that, they don't really talk to each other again. I just found it kind of lame, They could have done something more with it. I mean, the ending with Ivan and his kids was sweet, but I also wish they could have made him and Susan reconnect, if that is her name. Maybe I'm mixing it up with another movie. Overall, this movie is not as bad as you think. If you're willing to accept that Pacino won't play the hard to charm tough guy, you will quite enjoy it. So I'm giving this flick an 8.4 out of 10. The second movie I saw is Blowout. John Travolta's character, I don't remember the name, makes sound effects for movies. But they have quite some problems. For example, the girl is screaming in the shower when a psycho is stalking her. It, sounds pretty horrible. I liked that opening. That was, very amusing. Anyway, Travolta goes out into the nature to record some more sounds for the movie. But then he sees a car crashing down, and the woman is about to drown, but he gets her up from the water. Anyhow, the accident is recorded by his sound recorder, and at first he thinks the woman is gonna get help, but it turns out that since she was with to-be president, someone wants him to cover it up and basically pretend like the woman didn't even exist. That's pretty freaky. I loved this movie. This is another one of Brian De Palma's fine masterpieces. John Travolta, first of all, he was fantastic. This is easily one of his best performances in his entire career. And the tension as well. It's not so much about the mystery as, that's not that much to reveal, as it is about how much Travolta can uncover before he gets into some serious trouble. And it's very exciting. The camera angles and the filming of intense scenes really makes the movie effective. And I'm really nervous whenever it gets especially intense. And I don't just mean like, okay, how is he gonna get out of this one? I mean like this. Oh shit, come on now. Oh god, this is so horrible. At its best, De Palma really makes you squirm in your seat. You just sit there totally unrelaxed and you're scared shitless, because you just don't know if things are gonna turn out well or not. That's the thing with De Palma. He's very unpredictable in these action scenes where someone is being chased or someone is chasing somebody. You never know where it's gonna take. Nancy Allen as the woman Travolta saves, she was great too. I mean, both Travolta and Allen did a great job depicting each character's paranoia and how they increasingly were getting more desperate to get out of a horrible situation they have found themselves in. And the ending, oh boy, that's a real shocker. I mean, I'm not gonna spoil it for you, but when you get to the ending, you won't believe. I couldn't believe it. There are no words to describe how I felt. Oh, how could I forget John Lithgow? Wow, that man. De Palma tends to sometimes use an actor twice. Pacino in the Scarface and Carlitos Way, Gary Sinise in Snake Eyes and Mission to Mars, Robert De Niro in Hi Mom and Greetings, and now John Lithgow in Raising Cain and Blowout. Okay, that was in the wrong order. Bloat actually came out first, but whatever. Anyway, he's just as great here as in Raising Cain. I mean, he wasn't just, threatening. He was fucking morbid. I mean, just his evil face alone was enough to make me scared shitless. Has this man won any Oscars yet? I sure hope so. He should have won an Oscar for this movie at least. I mean, wow. What an actor. As for flaws, there are actually none. I freaking love this movie. When it comes to Brian De Palma's work, this has to be in my top 3. So I'm giving Blowout 10 out of 10. So hope you enjoyed one or two basically of my rare reviews. Chill out, homies. Okay, that was corny.